remember 20 years ago, I was standing in that courtroom.
Hey everybody, this is the Video Games and Nonsense podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Chase Carter, and the whimpering crybaby is...
Raymond Woods.
Started talking early. Unbelievable. Well, actually, Escape with Tarkov is... Let's save it. I like how I'm very high in the camera frame, and you're like...
Trying to hide my fatness.
No. So good luck.
I look a little skinnier.
No, you look good. You look good. It the trimmed beard makes your face look a lot thinner.
Hey, right? But then if I were to shave it all off, then I would look fat. It's weird.
It's a weird medium.
Yeah.
So this is where we talk about video games and just basic nonsense, obviously.
And ramble.
Yeah, and just talk. Yeah, completely. It's very therapeutic. But this is where we talk about things we've been playing lately. So Ray, besides Battlefield, that you and I have been getting on, we got on twice. We need to play more of that game because I'm kind of getting excited for the new one, and I have news for you about the new one.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm awake.
I'm awake now.
Fucking, my desk is lifting up
as you speak. So what games have you... Well, actually, I'm just going to get right into the Battlefield news.
Woo! Sorry, I'm loud.
She's very excited. This is from IGN. It says, EA, new Battlefield will take full advantage of next-gen consoles. EA has spoken at length at a new Battlefield game to be released in 2021 with a reveal planned for spring. So the reveal is coming up soon. Today, during EA's financial call, they reaffirmed that says the next Battlefield game will take full, and it's in quotation marks, advantage of next-gen consoles.
Oh, fuck, dude. I just fucking fuck.
Yeah, so...
That fucking fucks.
So whatever full advantage means?
Well, just full advantage. The 4K, the fucking, the quickness, maybe the quick resume?
I don't know. It says the Wilson, and Wilson is the Andrew Wilson's the CEO, EA CEO. Says the next Battlefield will be a return to the full out military warfare, and that's in quotes.
That probably means modern warfare. Mm-hmm.
And will support more players than ever before. This hope is for the next Battlefield game to pave way for the series in the future. A lot is riding on the next Battlefield game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm glad that they are aware of that because look here, this is my theory. And I'm not saying to a lot of people that they didn't like Battlefield 5. Okay. And I'm not really too sure why. I mean, I understand there are a couple things that like people didn't like about it, but for some people, like I just didn't like Battlefield 5. They're just people are morons. Okay, I just really hate people sometimes. Anyways, but that being said,
stupid.
They really are. Anyways, okay. I mean, I'm stupid, but I mean, come on.
Well, there are things wrong with the game. I mean, there's things wrong with every game, which is what I've been saying. So if it's that kind of, I love Battlefield because it's you can be in a tank for a whole game,
and then you and Dylan were.
yeah, the same exact map. You can be on foot. You can there's different ways of playing. I like the you were giving me shit for holding back and not doing anything and just being kind of like the respawn beacon and kind of overlooking stuff. I like how you can play that. You can play like the more Call of Duty style where you rush in without knowing anything and try to outshoot everybody. I like, there's different,
I don't
know, modes and stuff like that, or types of gameplay you can do.
And the only reason why I got upset that day is because I didn't explain it. I didn't explain it correctly. I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Why didn't I just tell him that? That's why I was. So me and Dylan, this is what I saw. I saw me and Dylan. We were like fighting on those steps. I think I killed like one or two guys. Dylan killed like one, and then I got killed from one guy. And the entire time I see you just standing there. I'm like, look, Chase, do something, man! Come on.
That was the first game I'd played in months. I didn't know how to bring up like anything at all. And I'm just like, okay, what is the left on the D-pad?
You should just ask, man. Like, hey, how do I bring this up? How do I bring this up?
I know, but you guys are shooting, having fun. I'll figure it out. It'll come back.
This is Battlefield, man. I love any questions about Battlefield. I'm like, yes. I
felt bad asking about the blowtorch because I didn't know how to bring it out. It automatically pops out if you're not this engineer or support.
Yeah, something. It's. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're correct. It's engineer.
Yeah, so the engineer class, you don't it doesn't pop out unless you're right there by the tank.
Yeah, which is no,
I don't know.
Because they changed it up how it was in Battlefield 1 because you could just switch over to it and then just
Yeah.
But
So, I mean, but that because me and Dylan were in the tank, I got out once and I repaired him a little bit, but I completely forgot how that worked.
But see, the thing about what I really like what they did is repairing a tank from the outside doesn't repair the internal in the internal parts.
Yeah, Dylan's his turret.
So it'll repair the health. It'll give the health back, but the turret will still be disabled. Like the tracks.
I love the fact that they can if depending on where they hit you, they can disable your turret, or
engine,
they can disable your
track.
your engine, your track, all those different things. And then you as a pilot, if you upgrade it a certain way, you can quick repair the track real quick.
Yeah, you can quick repair the track faster. You can I think you can hold more. You can get like skirts on the
yeah, so the tracks aren't as vulnerable.
Yeah, and I'm like,
there's so many different things in that game. It's just like,
yeah,
I'm excited for the next one. That's for sure.
Oh man,
getting
fucking
ready.
Hell,
I'll buy it brand new. I'll buy it brand new. Okay, I'll play it with you. I'll buy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Buy it brand new.
You will. Well, just because just hopefully, oh God, dear Lord, God in heaven, please let this next Battlefield just be smooth. Because Battlefield 5, this is what I hate, man. A lot of people don't realize that the launch of Battlefield 5 was good. Like I remember specifically not really having any problems with finding a game, not really having any problems with lag. It was good. It was smooth. And a lot of people, and because of like what one of the developers said, if you don't like our game, then you don't have to play it. Because when he said that, a lot of people just kind of dismissed it in the beginning, and then like they started doing a lot of stuff, and people were like, "Hey, wait a minute, this might actually be good." And they started playing it. People, and you still have, you still have. I mean, we still get full games now, and the game is how fucking old.
It came out in 2000. The article said 2018.
Yeah, something like that. So 3 years old, and they're still full games. So, But yeah, so what I've been playing, I've been playing Escape from Tarkov, and then the game called Dyson Sphere Program, which I'll explain. I think I was explaining a little bit, but anyways. So Escape from Tarkov, it's PC only.
Okay.
And it's basically, I wouldn't say it's a military simulator, but it's I would say you could maybe say a shooter simulator, maybe, but it's very realistic. Like, and there's one thing that I didn't tell you, and like I'm still getting used to the game. Like I'll still like something like I'll put I'll have to explain. I'll still get frustrated at certain things in the game, but that's just because I'm not used to how the game is. Now, for instance, when you first start out, you don't have access to certain ammunition, and in this game, ammunition actually matters, like types of ammunition, because there's different calibers of bullets, obviously, and different calibers. Certain calibers are stronger, and they can penetrate. They penetrate, deeper, or however it is, the velocity and stuff. All that kind of stuff has to do. So when you first start out, you start out with your basic ammunition. And for instance, like I was watching Ricky play, and depending on the armor that you have, you can take a good amount of shots. So for instance, Ricky and Dylan, well, I wasn't playing at the time. This was last night. Ricky was streaming, and they were playing with a couple guys who really know what they're doing. Like two guys that they've been playing the game for a long time. They know the ins and out and all that crap. And they were in like this kind of like this forest area. And the two guys had heard shots coming from the way behind them, and they turned around and were like, "Hey, we're getting shot at," and Ricky got behind a tree. And eventually, there's some gunfire. There's some gunshots, traded and all that. And then Ricky, he just had an MP5 with just regular rounds. I can't remember exactly what rounds an MP5 has, but and he had like a 25 round mag. And so one guy pushed up, but he had like level 4 or 5 like armor on, like chest piece. Ricky puts an entire mag into the guy, and the guy doesn't die. He was fucked up, but he didn't die, and the reason being is because the dude had high tier, and it's not tier level. It's higher level graded body armor, and Ricky he had his basic ammunition.
Okay.
So it really, and then like I said, it really. So yeah, as you can see right here, you could check how much ammo. So and when you fire, when you shoot, you actually have to look inside. You hit Alt T, and your character will take the mag out, look inside, and it'll tell you in the bottom right corner. It'll say you have about half, or you have about 25 shots left, stuff like that. And there's the only thing that you see on the screen is just like you have like your stamina meter. And then you also have a basic, almost a stamina meter for when you ADS. So you can't just stand there and just ADS the entire time. That'll run out. There's a meter
ADS
for that. And then,
is aim down sights for people who don't. So you scavenge and all that stuff. So is it more like so many people get dropped in open world? Is it like a battle royale game?
So how it is there's scav runs and then there's PMC runs. Now I can't remember what PMC stands for. I'm probably going to look like a noob with that, but it's just I'm still fairly new to the game. But a scav run.
Don't say noob. Corey said that the other day.
But a scav run is basically you get a preset loadout, and you just go into the world. You put in the world like you could be given a shotgun, you could be given an AK, whatnot, and you go into the world. And when you're a scav, when you do a scav run, like because scav is short for scavenger, you go and you don't really necessarily want to engage with anyone. You want to try to go into the building. You spawn into like there's a couple levels that they have. You pick your level, spawn in with your team, and then you go around the map and you try to find, there's small missions, like, and there's certain things you can find, like there's also dealers where you can sell and buy and stuff like that. But then some they'll sell the dealers will sell like weapons and armor, and some dealers will require, in order to get like a certain weapon, they'll require you to like get 2 bottles of like bleach, like find that in the world. Or
Okay.
like whatever it is, really. There's and then the PMC, the scav run. There might be some scav players where it's like actual players, but most of the time it's just regular scav, just AI. And that's that. And then, but the PMC run, when you do a PMC run, that's your main character. That's a character that you can select your gear. And you can select your chest piece, your armor. Your weapon. Obviously, you can have 2 weapons if you want. You have a pistol. You can have a helmet. All that kind of stuff. And it's really cool too. So they go into even more detail. So if you have if you have glasses or certain goggles, and there's like a certain goggles and glasses, eyewear or eye protection, or whatever, will it'll ease the a flashbang. It won't be as bright. It'll
That's
still,
cool.
you'll still be
That's
like, oh fuck.
That's something really small I wish other games would do. Like in Battlefield, you can put on some kind of visor.
Yeah.
You see a flashbang come in the room, you can put down your visor. Remember like the gas mask kind of thing?
In Battlefield 1, yeah, that would just added a whole nother. You just see gas because that gas would fuck you up. You see that gas, you're like, shit, you're gonna put your mask on, and then you couldn't aim down the sides because it's so fucking it's so big. That was the balancing. But also it's hyper realistic. A lot of stuff is hyper realistic.
I like how you open that door.
See that right there? This is pre-alpha. This is just a gameplay trailer. It might get to that because it's in beta testing right now. So when you go and when you open a door, you could just open it slowly, or you can breach it, which is pretty cool.
But he doesn't grab it like that. He doesn't grab.
No, he doesn't grab like that. It just like I said, maybe eventually.
I know Call of Duty. You can like open it up a little bit.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
But then in games.
But then it gets into the realism of so like I was telling you, you can get shot in the arm, and then like if you get shot enough, you can fracture a bone, and then you have splints. You actually have to take like actual medical shit with you. Like if you get shot in the arm, Now it's not as realistic where like you can't use your arm, because
Yeah.
in real life your adrenaline's going. You're not really gonna feel it at that moment. You eventually will, but what you have to do is if you're bleeding out, you have to say like you get shot in the arm, you get into a battle, you shoot someone, kill someone, but you get shot in the arm. You have to, I explained this to you before, but you have to bandage the wound, and if you have a fracture, you have to put a splint on it, and then you can, and then there's also painkillers that'll help.
Hmm.
And then you can also get shot in the thorax too. And I think there's one way to like heal your thorax. I can't remember exactly what it is, but if you get shot in the thorax, you're basically done. Like and you'll hear your character, and that's how
That'd be,
you're like,
that's
fuck.
cool.
Yeah,
You just slowly kind of.
yeah, no, that's how it is. Like you'll literally just bleed out. Like if you don't have the proper meds, you'll literally bleed out. And then I remember I was playing one a long time ago where I had shot at a scav and he fucked me up. He shot my leg, and my leg was broken. I had a fracture in my leg and I couldn't run. I couldn't sprint. And every time I would walk, my character, you'd see my character, he'd limp, and my vision would go blurry. And I'm like, fucking A. So it's like, but it's very hard.
The pain of it and all that. That's pretty cool.
It's very, very difficult. It's a very difficult game. And apparently Dylan and Ricky, they were telling me that once you reach level 10, it does get a little bit easier because you get access to, stronger caliber bullets, higher caliber bullets, all that kind of stuff. And then, but basically the whole point of the game is to go in, get as much stuff as you can, get out, and then, transfer it to your character. Or when you play the scav in the PMC is, you go in and you basically fight real players. And I mean, you really have to communicate. You have to keep constant communication, man. I tell you, like you could use this as a simulator and be like, hey, like this is how, and then everything is loud. Everything is noisy. Everything you do is noisy. Everything. It doesn't, like if you walk on glass, you're if you walk on metal, clank, 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 wood, you'll like everything. When you walk through grass, bushes, you'll hear it. And I'm like, honestly, if you were to play it, you'd be like, this is crazy. Like you get into that immersion and you're just like, wow. Like it's,
yeah, when you have headphones on and.
Yeah, but it gets pretty intense. And then, it's really, it's very, very high risk. And then it can be high reward as well.
Now, is your main character, so there's two different modes, you said. There's one where you go in, you get stuff, you bring it back out to your main character, then you take that main character's loadout to like a battle royale type game?
I mean, kind of. I guess you could say it's a battle royale, but it's not a BR though. It's not. It's just if you die, you're dead. You can't be revived. Like in real life, you can't just here's a plunger and a syringe and you're up.
A plunger. I'm just thinking a fucking toilet plunger.
Hold on 1 second.
He's got a text message.
I apologize.
I'll have to edit.
Hi, is Alexander? No.
Is Alexander there? We'll cut that out. It's fine.
No, but yeah, like I said, it's pretty difficult. But when you're playing with your friends, like for instance, there is a like the first game that it was the first PMC run that me, Dylan, and Ricky did. It was so fucking funny. We go into these buildings where they're called dorms, like what dorms, they're dorms.
What they're called? What they're called dorms?
We go up on top. Ricky went on top of these. I think they were like barrels, and then he went into the window, and then he went into this small little like room, and then to his left there's a bathroom, and then and in front of him there's a door, and there was a hallway that went right and left, with other rooms. And Ricky he went in. I was able to go in, and Dylan still had trouble trying to get in. But I was able to get in, and then Ricky pushed out. He went past the bathroom, out of the door into the hallway, took a right, and then went into the building because you're trying to loot. That's what you want to do. You want to see what you can find and get the fuck out because you have to extract. You have to exfiltrate.
Yeah. Kind of like the Division, like in the Dark Zones.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about exfiltrating. You actually have to use actual maps. You don't have a compass. You don't have an indicator on your HUD saying this is where you need to go. It tells you what your extraction points are, and you have to find them on the map. Now, you can just get used to them. you just play so much. But if you're new, you actually have to like you literally search up Tarkov map for like there's like a level called customs or woods or factory, whatever, and you actually have to look at it and you're like, okay, and you have to find out where you are. You have to look at the landmarks, find out where you are on the map. Be like, oh shit, okay, I'm right here. And then where am I exfil? Where am I exfilling? Okay, here, right here. And then you figure your fucking way out.
So is it a
But
map like in the game that you bring it up?
nope,
Like,
nope. Now, if I remember correctly, you can get them, but it takes a while. I'm not sure. Like I said, there's still a lot of stuff I don't know. But what we do is we literally look up the maps online.
so
And like
how in the game would you know where to go?
well, there's a lot of just how you basically would do it in real life. Like you see, okay, there's a building right here. What's the name of this building? Oh, this is right here. And then like and on the map it'll also tell you like, hey, this is like this building's warehouse 17. And then like you look at that building specifically, and then they're like you just look at landmarks and certain certain aspects that are in your surroundings, and you look at the map, you're like, okay. And also, like I said, the more and more you play, the more you get used to, because the maps are not huge. They're not like Battlefield size. They're not Battlefield size. They're decent
Okay.
size, but they're not. So, but you get used to. You're like, oh, I know. You like eventually you just like, yeah, I know exactly where I am. You take a right here, go up left, and blah 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 blah. Like I said,
Okay.
it can get confusing, especially if you're playing by yourself when you first, because that's what happened with me. I got Tarkov long time ago because I had watched one of the streamers
Well,
play.
yeah,
And
I
was like,
saw
dude,
the
this game
reveal
is cool.
trailer was like 5 years old.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
but no one was playing it. No,
Mm,
Okay, bye.
He's
Bye.
leaving. Thank the Lord.
But yeah. So what was I talking about?
I don't know. See you thieves
Be-
later. She nods all dorky. Like, yeah.
Before it was before the maps. Oh yeah, I was talking about our first PMC run, real quick. So Ricky he pushes into the hallway, takes a right, goes into another room. He starts looting. And then I push in, and Ricky goes, Ray, stop. I hear someone. I was like, and I hear someone walking around. I was like, fuck. So I push out, because you can lean around the corners. You can lean around the corners. And I lean around the corner. I see a fucking dude. He's like, it's a real player. He's in the living room or wherever, in the dorms. And he turns, he turns in my direction. I said, shit. And I backed up, and I backed into the bathroom, and I'm ADSing in the bathroom behind cover, and I'm waiting for, I'm figuring, I'm like, he's gonna rush me, like this dude don't know what he's doing. He fucking pushes past me. I see him. I go pop pop. I shoot him, and then Ricky kills him. I was like, dude, that was crazy. You just see the dude drop, and and then you can go and loot him and stuff like that. But what's really fucking cool, and this is something that if Battlefield does it, I will literally cry, because it's just something so cool. So in Escape from Tarkov, when you crouch, you can hold crouching is C on the key C.
Okay. Keyboard.
Yeah. But you if you hold C, I think it is, you hold C, and as you're crouching, if you with your mouse wheel, if you roll it up, your character will slowly go to different levels of crouching.
Oh, instead of just the up, medium,
up, down, up. So, dude, I was like, oh. So
It'd be
if you
cool
want
if
to
you
just
could-
barely peek
yeah. If you
over,
want to hold, like, say, hold B, hold crouch, and then hold up on the stick,
and you
or
just
hold,
slowly go up, up.
yeah, or like a bumper or something to kind of raise, just so you can
Dude.
get different levels, like real.
Yep, that right there, like that freaked me out a little bit. I was like, that. I don't understand why no one other shooter's done that, but like stuff like that, like even if you lose, like like just communicating and while that shit went down, while I shot the dude and then Ricky killed him, I was I was like, Ricky, you okay? You good? He's like, yeah, man, I'm fine. I killed him. He didn't hit me at all. I was like, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. And then Dylan goes, I'm still outside.
I can't get it.
Oh, so funny, man. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a really cool game. It's frustrating, but it's one of those games where you have to continue to play over and over and over again, because once you get used to it, once you figure out, because when you get into it, it's slow. You're not running around like super speed and fucking quick run and all this. No, it's you run like you can run, obviously you can sprint, but it's
more methodical.
Yeah, you actually have to look at your sectors. You have to scan around. You actually have to look for enemies because it's especially low levels. You're boom, boom. You're dead. And you like me and Dylan. We've been sniped before, and we don't even know where we got shot from. We've been just shot. Bam, we're dead. We're like, what the fuck happened? It'll do it because we have our headphones. I'm like, Jesus Christ, fucking jump. But yeah, it's a good game. It's ultimately it's a good game.
That sounds pretty good.
And it's only in beta testing version.
Well, it's been in beta for 5 years now. So 5.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of I know. Well, no, there's alpha and then beta.
Well, yeah, alpha's first.
Yeah,
obviously. But I like that game. It looks cool. I've always enjoyed the more methodical approach. That's why I always usually, like I said before, hang back, kind of check. I hate the whole like like that is skillful. That's a skill. And maybe it's just because I can't do it anymore. Like my Halo days of running and gunning are done. And I like but which worries me that I might not like the Halo Infinite game. I want to play that. I want to maybe get back into it, but maybe there's different roles I could have into it. I could sit back and kind of support, but I don't know. I'd have to see about that. But if Battlefield comes out, Battlefield and Halo are going to come out around the same time. I'm going to maybe prefer Battlefield more, depending on, how it runs and how the fully next gen, what that means exactly. Like, are they going to hold back? Is it just going to be graphics? Is it going to, obviously it's going to run better, but is it going to be a cyberpunk situation where it doesn't run on the original Xbox? Are they going to have an Xbox Series X version and then like a high-end PC version?
I know, man. I know. Like I said, I'm literally the reason why I was saying that about Battlefield 5, and that this next Battlefield, it really needs to do well, because if it doesn't, this could be, if it doesn't do, if it flops.
Well, it's not gonna. I don't think it's ever gonna flop. I don't think it's too many people like that game. It's gonna be.
I would say not flop, but you understand what I'm saying. Like if it doesn't, if there's a bad, because everyone's super critical of everything now, everything, and with good reason. I understand people being critical. I get that, and for years people were way too relaxed. I mean, there's still people who me personally, I think people are still way too relaxed with Call of Duty. If people stop playing that game, we already know they would change it immediately. Like, okay, what do you want us to change? Tell us, and we'll do it.
Oh yeah, there was something. There was like a Viking Star gamer, Vic Star.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some article. I wanted to read it to you. Like, he quit Call of Duty because of the cheating. Yep. Right. That was on BBC. This is BBC News that this article came out. Popular Call of Duty player claims it's saturated with hackers.
Yeah.
So I looked. It was so funny because then I was looking on IGN's website, and there's an article on here. It says Call of Duty Warzone bans over 60,000 cheaters. It was right after, I saw that from him, from that guy quitting, and then they're like, "Oh wait, a big streamer left." Look, everybody, we banned 60,000 streamers.
But see, that doesn't even matter. That's the thing. That doesn't matter. You can ban how many people want.
You have to fix the game.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Because they just get a new account. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You make a new. That's it. And then they're back into fucking cheating. They have this. Is like I said. Like, what other explanation is there other than they don't necessarily really care that much? They might care a little bit, but they don't really care that much. They're still making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars.
Oh, no, they're making billions of dollars.
There you go. Billions. Excuse me. Billions of dollars. And they're just like, I mean. I get it as a business, but I get it. But I don't know. And people will always buy Call of Duty. There's going to be a new Call of Duty coming out this year. It'll be the same fucking thing. It'll probably be like Black Ops 8, and it'll be like Black Ops 1. And they'll be like, oh my God, it's amazing. Like, stop it. Fucking stop.
I love how much you hate Call of Duty. It's just so funny.
No, see, that's the thing. I don't hate Call of Duty. I hate the developers. And I guess hate is a strong word. They're lazy. They're fucking lazy. They're lazy. That's why I don't play the new Call of Duty. That's why Dylan doesn't really play the new Call of Duty. He tried to play. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going to get in this game. I'm going to get into Black Ops. He played it for he didn't even play it for an hour. And he stopped playing because I can't play this game right now. I can't. He's like, I'm not playing this game. And that was like a week ago, like a week and a half ago. Now, if he had more people play with it, yeah, he'd probably play. He'd probably play. But at the same time, it's just why? Because it's Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2 remastered. Like I don't know. Like you said, they made billions of dollars, and that's what we get. Like this, what?
Well, yeah, it's the like the annualization of
Yeah,
of a shooter, and it's the same thing with like Madden. There's Madden fatigue, but the game is football is so popular that they're always getting new players in. So that Madden everybody doesn't like is somebody's first Madden ever, and they're gonna like it and love it. So there's not you're always kind of the snowball is I guess not accumulate like rolling downhill, but it's not always accumulating snow. Snow's falling off, but it's always picking up new snow. So it's going to stay relatively the same, unless obviously it
yeah.
runs into something.
And then obviously, and it's for me, Battlefield. Like even like Dylan, he was playing. He's like, dude, there's no game. Like there's no game compares to it. I mean, obviously there are more realistic games, but for me, Battlefield is almost a perfect balance of realism and fun. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Like it's like a
you
perfect
can go on
middle
like
ground.
hardcore mode or like like more realistic where you shoot someone. There's no radar. There's
Well, yeah, of course.
yeah, you can, but and that's what I think I like Battlefield because it has the assortment of everything. You can go fly a plane, you can get to a tank, you can go on foot, long range, medium, short, like, and then you can build shit, you can fortify, you can change the landscape of, and I can only imagine what that's going to be in the
Yeah.
next one. Because I honestly think they took that break because they knew the next gen was coming out, the new consoles were.
Oh no, 100%. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I told you the devs came out and said we gave or the whoever the CEO, the creative director, whoever they said we gave our team an extra year to work on Battlefield because they knew that it's kind of serious because
Yeah, because they don't come out with it every year, right? They come out every 2 years normally.
honestly I can't remember now. You have to look it up. See when Battlefield 1 came out.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 release date. I know 16, yeah, and then October 21, 16, and then 5 came out, I think in 18. Yeah, 18. So every 2 years it looks like. Yeah, so I think they gave him an extra year, and this third year is to obviously make up for the kind of like how Halo got delayed, Infinite.
Yeah.
They're going to give him an extra year to, I don't know, work the kinks out, another platform that they have to make the game for. But I think every 2 years for a shooter is good. I don't enjoy the Call of Duty every year.
Every single year. Like
it gets tiring after a while. People got Assassin's Creed fatigue, and then they took, I think, 2 years off for Odyssey, and then, or not Odyssey, but Origins. Origins came out. People liked it. I wasn't a big fan of it at the time. And then Odyssey was basically the same game, but I loved it for some reason. And then Valhalla comes out, and I have played over 100 hours of that game. So
yeah, it's funny how that works.
People need breaks, and if I don't know if you need breaks like from Red Dead 1 to Red Dead 2. I don't think that's a big long break. But then you have Grand Theft Auto, coming out, and they have huge breaks in between those games. So like I don't know if there's a perfect medium, but 2 or 3 years seems like perfect. And then that's enough time for a developer to really get in on a game and, polish it, make it good. Every 3 years, it seems like every 3 to 4 years, make a good game.
And yeah, that's another thing too, is like even like me and Dylan, we both admit that, I mean, the damage, your normal damage output and your hit detection in Battlefield is really, really well done. But also with the shotguns, we don't know how DICE does it. We don't know how. This is kind of our opinion, but I mean, I don't know. And we've played a lot of first-person shooters, and it seems that Battlefield is the only game that's done that the shotgun damage is consistent every time. Every time you pick up a shotgun, every time you use a shotgun, it's consistent. I'm fucking close range, bam, he's dead. He should be dead, one shot. It's like super close range, you should be dead. Like that's just how it is. It's Call of Duty, damage output with shotguns. Okay, don't even get me started. Apex, I mean, you name it, and it's really odd why that is, especially Apex. I mean, it seems like Apex is doing a lot better with their shotguns, but dude, I'm telling you, I'm not, dude, I would be playing Apex. I'd be maybe 20 feet from someone. I'd shoot someone in the chest for like 45, shoot him again, same distance, same spot, 13, and I'm like, what? Like, and this is not just me, man. Everybody, the whole Apex community knows. Whoever's watching this and they play Apex, they'll be like, yeah, he's right, 100% he's correct. And it's just odd. And then you'll hit him again for 8, and I'm like, what am I playing?
Do you
But
think
now, like,
do you think that's like connection issues and not so much like the actual game itself? You know what I mean?
I don't know, because
Yeah.
because
Or hit detection?
EA is Apex and Battlefield.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's just the game, because it's respawn and then you have dice.
Okay.
And the shotguns, that's the thing. Shotguns have been consistent throughout just about all the Battlefields. And so that's why, dude, like me and Dylan, like, I mean, I remember I used a 12 gauge. I unlocked a 12 gauge, and I mean, I just going bam, 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 like just kill. I'm, of course I'm point blank. Obviously, there's a range drop off, which makes sense. Why? Because I have a fucking shotgun. But that's the whole thing is, when I have a shotgun, I'm putting my trust into that shotgun, so I can, knowing that it's going to kill one shot, so I can go in point blank range and kill someone. Now, like I said, there are times, Battlefield definitely not perfect. There are times when I'm sitting there shooting. Now, obviously, in Battlefield, you can heal one time instantaneously. You have your pouch, your medical pouch, and you hit up on the D-pad, and you heal instantly. So I understand that part, where when you're getting shot, if you do it immediately, your health will go up, and then if someone keeps shooting you, your health is going to go down. So on their end, it's like, well, wait, why is he dying? I'm because you do 100 damage, you get 100 points. That's 100 damage. But
it's just like in Sea of Thieves when you eat a banana, your health comes back while you're getting shot. Same thing.
Yeah, you could use that. You could use a correlation with anything. But yeah, so Escape from Tarkov, yeah, that's a really good game. I would recommend getting that if you can run it on your laptop. I know it might ruin it.
I'm not playing games on my laptop. I edit videos. I'm not playing. I might play SimCity. I might download SimCity, the game.
No. Don't do SimCity. Do City Skylines.
Oh, I have that on Xbox.
Do it on PC. 20 times better.
20.
I promise you, it's.
I already
20 times better.
I already have SimCity. Remember, I came over. It was like 10 or 12 years ago. How long ago was that?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I stayed over at your house. I stayed up all night. Your dad wakes up like, what?
Yeah, I remember when we first and the fucking geniuses over at this EA as well. Let's have a SimCity game that's always online. What? And then, of course, when the game launched, we couldn't get into it for like hours. And even you were getting frustrated. You're like, dude, this is... Okay, you're like, I'm actually
weird. Yeah, that's why back then, any game that was... because those were like... It was the wave of the always on... Even like the Xbox One, they were talking about it, being online.
Yeah, always online. And everyone's like, I don't like that.
Like,
why?
Whenever it releases, like, that's fine. If you want to make a console that's like... That you want to have online... or to be online, but you have to have an offline version as well. People like to disconnect. They don't want notifications going off.
Scary. They're scared.
Yeah. They don't want to, not scared, but like they don't want their friends messaging them. They want to just appear offline.
Yeah, and play.
They want, and just play. They don't care about it. If they want to play the version without the patch, then release your game that doesn't need a huge patch to, fix a whole bunch of issues. It's real simple.
I know, it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
It seems real simple. Did you see that Mass Effect? They're having the Legendary Edition come out with 1, 2, and 3. Do you know when it's going to be released?
Maybe March.
May release date.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I know. So for those looking to re-experience the acclaimed trilogy or jump in for the first time, EA and BioWare have announced that Mass Effect Legendary Edition collection will be available worldwide May 14th.
Dude, EA makes so much money.
So much.
I mean, just think about all the EA Sports and all that. Ugh.
Yeah, but it's not a remake. It's like a remastered because they're just like putting
Yeah.
Are you okay over there? They're just putting
No,
a nice,
I'm
clean sheen on everything. And then they were talking about, I guess they had some behind the scenes dev um, videos shown. And some of the people, the journalists that went and saw it, they were like, yeah, you know the long elevator rides in Mass Effect? And I was like, yeah, they were like minutes long. And they're like, well, they're gone now. I was like, well, how long do they take? 18 seconds. I'm all, 18 still? 18 seconds still? That should be as long as it takes to go up into, I don't know why it's taking 18 seconds. If my Xbox can load Assassin's Creed from a dead stop longer, it takes longer for me to turn on from a full shutdown. It takes shorter for my Xbox to turn on and then load up Assassin's Creed than it does for an elevator ride in Mass Effect.
Dude, that Xbox Series X, man, it's like seconds. It's like 3-4 seconds and it's on.
Dude, it is so noticeable. The game that is so noticeable, it's ridiculous. It's Sea of Thieves.
Red Dead.
Because no, Sea of Thieves. Because remember when you have to take the mermaid and you get that black
Oh, that's
string?
right. I remember. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that shit would. Yes, that would.
Right.
Oh God.
The mermaid's instant.
Oh.
It's just boom, you're back. So you can just shoot yourself off your ship.
Have you noticed? I don't know if you noticed. Have you noticed that how quicker the loading times are on Battlefield now? Dude, I'll jump into a game. I'll like spawn in, and Dylan's like, I'm still loading in. I'll be on the ground, walking around. I get in a tank. I remember there was a time when I had gotten, me and Dylan were doing like a stupid little sniping contest. I jump into a game. I get 3 kills with the sniper. He's still loading in. He's like, dude, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, it's night and day, dude. It's the SSD, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that velocity architecture or whatever, they fucking beat us over the head with that. Does it load the game quicker, make it run better? 60. I just want 60 frames a second. I don't really care about 4K. Not really. Make the loading times faster.
But see, here's the thing. You could get a 4K TV with 120 hertz, and you can have 4K at 120 frames per second.
Well, only some games run at that. Sea of Thieves got an update for it.
Well, yeah, but you understand, but that
I don't want to. No, I want all games at 60. I want all games.
No, man, you can't have the.
Because if I go to 120 and then I want to play a game Assassin's Creed and it runs at 60, I might notice the difference. I don't want to experience that. I don't want to know what I'm missing. I got it.
Dude, if you ever come up here, I want to I just want to show you. You don't have to play it because playing is different, but I just want to show you. I just want you to see because you can't. I mean, you could tell on video, but it's more magnificent in person.
No, I don't want to ruin.
Just shut up.
How Mike ruined Gears of War with this $4,000 TV that one time. I'm like, this is not the game I'm playing at home. This is not the same game.
You have a different game. What game is this? Is this Gears of War 7?
I don't know what it was. I think it was.
Wouldn't
Gears
matter
3.
though. It'd still be Gears of War 7 would still be the same as Gears of War 2. We got Gears of War 10 out. Oh, really? What's new? 3 weapons.
What? The game is supposed to be like that. You leave it alone. It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah, I know, because you play it all the time, right?
It's supposed to be
cover-based. It's supposed to be like that. Are you gonna play it? No, but it's supposed to be like.
No, not at all. I'm gonna play the campaign.
I fucking hate you.
And I'm gonna enjoy the campaign. I respect what the game is. I respect what it does, what it is.
Honestly,
I don't like the wall bouncing, but I don't know how.
That's what I want them to change. If they changed just that, I would play Gears of War all the time. I think
there needs to be a cooldown.
And people bounce off, bam, shotgun, and I'm like, I'm just watching. What the fuck am I playing? This is so fucking. That came from a fucking glitch. It wasn't really a glitch. They just didn't really notice, and they didn't really realize that was going to happen in the game in Gears of War 1. And so they were just like, oh, people like wall bouncing. We'll have wall bouncing.
Yeah, I don't like just in the same thing with just other games where people jump all the time. They jump and then they shoot, and I just there needs to be a cooldown for jumping, rolling, and then also getting into cover. I don't know why your camera is all unfocused. There you go. Now you're in focus, baby. Yeah.
But like Call of Duty. I remember me and Dylan, we were playing. This is Modern Warfare. me and Dylan were playing Gunfight, and Gunfight is actually a lot of fun. I would well, not Battlefield's not a game like that though. Anyways,
Doesn't
but I would
Battlefield
just
have a version of that where?
it's not no.
Am I thinking of
This,
something else? Might be thinking of something
Battlefield's not really like a competitive game like that. I mean, it's competitive, but it's more of a competitive as a team, like a massive team game.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I remember me and Dylan, we were on I think it was the Gulags or the Gulag Showers, whatever. But it's literally just really because all the gunfight maps were small, but it was this one map where we were in these showers. It's like these big like these bunch of showers. I think it's like in prison, whatever. And
else. Oh, you were in
Gulags.
showers, huh?
And you spawn on each end. You spawn on two ends, one end here, one end here, and I think if I remember correctly, either Dylan was dead or I was dead. Doesn't really matter. And one of us was dead, and one of us was laying in the back, behind cover because there was still two people left. The one dude I remember, I'm pretty sure it was Dylan that was playing, and I was just watching, or yeah, and all of a sudden Dylan's waiting, and he turns. He sees a guy running full speed, full sprint, and we had because the gunfight it'll just give you random guns, and we had we had an MG34. Keep in mind, this gun is like 30 pounds. Okay, probably even more. This dude fully sprinting. He knew where Dylan was. That you just kind of deductive reasoning. You can't find him in there. It's a small map. Full sprint, runs, jumps in the air, is able to, as he's in the air, aim with his fucking 30-pound old World War II MG 34, aim in the air. As he's coming, he starts shooting, bam, boom, boom, boom. Perfect accuracy. And then as he's coming down, I mean, when you jump in Call of Duty around a corner, it's literally like this. Say like the black part right here is say like this right here. This is a corner. I'm not kidding. You jump. It's that far. It's fucking insanity. Anyways, so yeah, that's basically what happened. He just jumps in midair, Matrix, and just there's nothing Dylan can do. And I'm like, and I saw the kill feed. I saw the kill cam when it. I'm like. Oh my god, I'm having a brain aneurysm.
People like that though. People like those kind of games, man.
That's fine.
And they can play them, and they can stay off of Battlefield.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Just
they
go
can
if you want to jump around, like Dylan was saying earlier today when we were on that desert map, like the really close quarters desert map. Dylan, it was like towards the end. He's like, "I'm so glad I killed that guy." I was like, what happened?" He goes, "I go into this building, and this dude starts jumping around, just jumping like it's Call of Duty." And he said he killed him.
Yeah, because you can't aim like your gun because your gun goes up and down with it.
Dude, even in Apex, because there's no fall damage in Apex, which I get because whatever. But if you fall down, and if you're aiming and you hit the ground, your gun, and then you're up.
Yeah.
Call of Duty doesn't really do that. There's fall damage, but I mean, you can like I said, you can jump and leap like fucking 5 feet. And just still aiming perfect accuracy, and I'm like, no, like I don't like. It was fine when I was younger, but then as I kept playing more and more Battlefield, and using just more skill and more tactics.
Yeah, well, your wants change. Like as you get older, what you like is obviously going to be different. Yeah. So you're like, oh, I want something kind of a little bit more real. It's like when you watch movies and they're cartoony or very exaggerated, like the old Batman TV shows. And it's like the blam and that stuff's fine when you're younger, but then when you get older, you want something more gritty, more kind of based in reality. Yeah. Not full realistic, maybe sometimes, but you have it's like
you have a happy medium.
You never eat the same flavor of ice cream. You kind of try different types.
And that's Battlefield. A lot of people is like I remember I can't remember. I was thinking it was in Reddit, and someone was commenting, "Yeah, Battlefield's so realistic when you fucking reload your plane's ammunition in midair." I'm like, yeah, it's not going to be 100% realistic. Like, that's what I was like. It has a couple aspects of realism, and then a couple aspects of fun, archaic
type. Yes, it's a video. Obviously, it's a video game, but it's just small little things that make it. Like I saw there was one. It was so beautiful. I don't know what it was, what happened, but it was on that desert map. There's a stone archway. It was like all made of bricks. Yeah. And there was a fence in front of it, so I couldn't see what was going on, but I see muzzle flashes, and I hear whatever, and then I see an explosion, and the smoke. I don't know what explosion it was. I don't know what it. Never seen this. I never seen this cloud of smoke. It was like dark
Yeah.
black. It came up and it looked like it went like around and up out of the archway. And I was
You're like,
I just stared. I was like,
how is this in a multiplayer game?
It was really good. It was. I don't know what happened, but it was one of the
should-
coolest little things.
You should explain when you blew up a tank in Battlefield 4 and you heard that noise.
Oh yeah, the very first. It was Battlefield 3. I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was either 3 or 4.
I think it was 3. It was
3.
Yeah, because you can throw C4 on the ground.
Yeah, it was just
and
C4.
then remote detonate it. And so some tanks were killing us, and they were just basically marching around the block. And we were in a building, and I threw a few C4 charges out, and just this, and he came across, and I blew him up, and it was just the sound, it was scoop, and it was that loud concussive. It wasn't this big like movie explosion with smoke. Yeah. It was just this high impact, just boom, and
you're like, whoa.
It was the first time I heard that in a game where it sounded like as if probably the developers brought microphones out to a desert and recorded and blew up a tank. Yeah, and I know they do that with they have microphones at certain distances, and then they fire a gun, and they get those audio recordings from the same gun, which is smart. But I don't know if they did that with explosions. It sure sounded like they did, but I don't.
Yeah, man. Like that is another thing too, is the sound in Battlefield, any Battlefield, no game matches it. Like there are some other games like, okay, that sounds good, but Battlefield, you're like, dude, like we'll play it. I've played that game thousands of times, and like if a fucking plane is flying over, because you can put a 500-pound bomb in a plane. It's just a big fucking bomb, right? And it flies over, and if you're not like paying attention, if you're fucking concentrating on shooting, and all of a sudden like a few feet, maybe like 20, 30 feet away, you look and you see this, and you hear the plane flying, and you just see boom, with this big fucking explosion. You feel it, like you're like, like dude, it's weird. Like
I love how you can get knocked off of where you are.
Yeah.
Because I like being in it's disturbing, obviously, but I'm trying to shoot somebody, and then a bomb goes off from a plane that an actual player dropped, not like called in or whatever. And then that bomb will knock me off my balcony or whatever, and I'll be on the ground. Like, and everything's blurry, and I'm on my back, and I'm laying in prone trying to figure out what, up is up, down is down. I'm trying to figure all that stuff out. Get my
one thing that I love too is I was playing on Narvik. It's like that's one of the snow levels, and someone had called in you call in like a V1 bomb, but that's like that's normal. Like you have your binoculars, you have a headset. Hey, bomb that's real. But it's not computer. It is it computer? Yeah, never mind. Anyways, but those bombs are real too. Those V1 bombs, and the sound, that's actually real. Like there's videos of it. Like no, this and it like that. And so like I see it coming, and I like to watch it, of course. And it went on one of the objectives, and it boom, big old explosion. But I'm really far away. Like I was probably 100 feet, maybe 200 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching it, and then like a few seconds after, I see rocks, and I hear dirt and rocks just falling around me. And I'm like, dude, oh my God! I just started. I'm like,
get out of here, Battlefield.
Oh my God! I know, with your realism, dude. That just that small little, and it sounded real. Like it sounded like like that. It just added that level of how big the fucking explosion was, because I was so far, even though I was really far away, there's fucking dirt and shit flying at me and dropping on me, and I'm like, oh my God!
I can't wait till they in a snow level explosions cause avalanches, and
that would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous.
I
wouldn't even, and just see like the explosions. And what I love is how they did is the explosions with like grenades and tank shells in snow is different than in like regular. It's different. It's you actually see the snow kick up, and you're like,
it's really good. You have to go to work though, so we'll end here pretty soon. Hey everybody, this has been Video Games and Nonsense with one of your hosts, Chase Carter and
Raymond Woods.
And we appreciate you guys for watching. See you guys next week.
Yeah.
I remember 20 years ago I was standing in that